back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Leslie and I'm super excited to give you guys an update on how my 2022 has gone and how it is going, and the updates that I would have for you for 2023 and what my plans are. Around this time last year, I actually quit my job, or this is around the time that I put my 2-week notice. So I guess I figure I'd give you an update on my financial life, my work life, my love life, my self-love journey, and anything else that you guys would want me to address. I am on TikTok live at the same time. So if anybody has any questions in my live, I will address that in this YouTube video as well. All right. If you guys enjoy these sort of videos, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that way you can see all my fire videos. I apologize. I have a little bit been slacked off on my YouTube, but I will explain why I haven't been posting as consistently in this video. All right, so before we get started, I'm gonna be doing my full skincare routine. It's gonna have 2 masks, just everything, just to kind of give me like a relaxation flow, because I was so sick yesterday and my skin is so dry, but I've been drinking water like crazy, and I basically, I want to say healed myself, because I do have like some residual like not feeling well symptoms, but basically I booked a hotel room. That's why everything looks so like weird. I booked a hotel room for the night and I've been taking Mucinex like every 4 hours. And if you're not a big fan of like big pills, I wouldn't really suggest taking this, because some people can't swallow pills this big, but I can literally take these without water because I don't know, I'm crazy. It's not a big deal to me. So I'm gonna take some now. I actually have an open pack in there. Let me go get it. I'm back. Here's the open pills, guys. I tried to work yesterday a little bit and I had a little work done, but I barely could keep my eyes open. But I'm super proud that I was disciplined in my body and I got the work done that I needed to get done yesterday, and then I relaxed. So today's gonna be a big work day for me because, like I said, I slept basically all day and I'm checking out of the hotel today. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Mucinex because honestly it's made me feel so much better, so much faster. I can take both at the same time too. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if you guys can take pills like this. I don't even need the water. Like, I can show you. Cool, right? It's like my party trick. I'm not afraid of big pills. Anyway. Okay. Let's get this skincare routine, or this wake up routine going. Let's get it going. So I got in the shower, I brushed my teeth, and I did a thing called oil pulling. That's when you take coconut oil and you slosh it in your mouth for about 20 minutes. Believe it or not, I forgot toothpaste, which was really frustrating. So I went down to the desk to get toothpaste, and I didn't have it either. So I had to walk to the store, even though I have a car. But I walked to the store, got toothpaste, and then oil pulled. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my hair and just start the video. Anything that I use in this video, I will link it in the description box below. Let's talk about this time last year, December, I wanna say 19th of 2021, I put in my 2-week notice with my job that I've almost worked with for 5 years. So I do want to get on the career talk because there's so many updates that you guys don't even know about. Like, I've been working and you guys have no idea who I've been working with, what I've been up to. Nobody knows. So let's get into that. So when I quit my job in January last year, well, it wasn't really January, it was around this time, but I quit. Like, my last day I think was like January 2nd. I was very depressed, and I'm not using the word depressed in like the oh, I just was unhappy sense. Like, I was clinically depressed. I was in therapy. I was very, very unhappy. And then I want to say like a year and 2 months to today, I started going back to church because I was unhappy with my job and I wasn't happy with my life. And I've always been a church girl, but no one in my family really goes to church, so I would go to church by myself. And I just never felt like part of the environment there. So I didn't really have a community or outlet, a lot of friends to talk to. I have 3 friends, and you can only complain to the same 3 friends so much without being obnoxious and annoying. So I'm one of those people that if I'm unhappy about something, I'm gonna fix it. I'm not gonna complain about the same thing over and over again and not like do something different to generate different results. So I was in church. Like I said in that video, I'll link that video from last year that I made when I quit my job. And I was in church and something came over me that I needed to quit. So I went ahead on that, from that Sunday to that Monday, woke up at like 5 a.m. and I just put in my notice because I wanted to believe in myself as a content creator. I wanted to believe that I could bet on myself and that I would have the work ethic to get to where I needed to go or where I needed to be for my dreams. And I just believed that like God would have my back. And that's exactly what happened. I went from I was already making full-time income on social media December of last year. And so I was like, I'm making the same amount I'm making at my job, I should just quit, sort of thing. And then January came along and I made no money January, and I panicked. I panicked. So just a reminder, guys, I'm doing a YouTube video and a live at the same time. So if I don't get to your comments, I'll get to them at some point. I did quit my job. And then, like I said, in January, I made no money. But then like I was working nonstop January because I didn't believe in myself as much as I believed that I did, because I was working like 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. every day doing content, doing this stuff for work, just figuring out like what was gonna make this career work for me. And yeah, I think I had like this lack mindset thing going on. And then I gave it to God. I said, you know what? I need to calm down. I need to get into my creative side and just start really focusing on just having the faith that God is gonna bring the opportunities to me instead of being worried about how it's gonna come, right? So come November of this year, I had my first 5-figure month. I've never made 5 figures in 1 month before. However, I did have a lot of debt to pay. So with money comes responsibility. And I wanted to buy a home. My credit was actually really good too. I just really turned my life around. I was able to really take this far. And I'm proud that I was able to do that. I'm proud that I was able to generate that amount of income for that month. And December is not too far behind, but I think that with that being said, because just because you made a lot of money doesn't mean you have a lot of money. Like I said, had a lot of debt and things like that. I just, I'm not gonna stop working as hard as I have been, right? So I also started working freelance for a company that I'm really enjoying. I love it so much. I have the freedom to work when I want to work, but as long as I get my work done, that's all that matters. I have the opportunity to be creative for a bigger cause, which is body confidence, and I will announce that a little bit later. It's not really a secret, but I don't know. It's not really a secret, but I don't know. I don't really want to tell you guys until I don't know, maybe until like next year or so. So my finances are great. I'm happy. I have a set income now. And I made the best decision for myself to quit my job. But that's not to say that you should quit your job because it worked for me. I think that you should have a plan and really execute that plan. I didn't have a plan. I just was like trusting God. Oh, this is the toner I used, guys. It's Burst. I will link everything, and then I'm gonna use this Tula mask, put that on for 10 minutes or so. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put on, oh, I have a face mask. Let's do that first. This is Bliss Pore Control Deep Detox 4 Clay Souffle Mask. Never used it before. Don't know how it's gonna go. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm feeling so much better. I have like some residual like boogies, but it's fine. Anyway, so as far as my finances go, like I said, I would not suggest like doing what I did, quitting my job, hoping for the best. I would really, really like make sure that you know what your plan is. I just was so lucky. So yeah, that's my update on my financial world, my career world. It's been such a blessing. I really have been neglecting my social media this last month or so because working a job again is so different. It's so, oh, I'm getting it in my hair. I'm not used to working at a job anymore, right? So even though it is like freelance and the work is easy, so even though it is work that I'm very familiar with, I'm not used to doing it like how I used to. So it's been very much not a learning experience because I have worked a job before, but it's a learning experience because I have to get back into like going to meetings. I haven't gone to meetings in a while. Like I've had to do that really, unless it's been like with a brand. I've had meetings with like brands to like solidify like partnerships and stuff like that, but for the most part I haven't had to work with other people, but working with other people are so much fun. I love the company I work for, guys. It's like a dream come true. I can't even believe that I've had the opportunity to work with this company. Everyone's so calm, so chill. You know, we have a bigger purpose behind what we do. So I don't know, I just love it. So that's my financial update. So I'm gonna let this mask sit on my face for about 10 minutes. But like I said, I would never suggest quitting your job, going cold turkey. I had enough savings to go ahead and do that. I had a year of savings that I was like, I'm gonna be stuck on a fixed income and make sure that I'm set and that nothing's gonna happen. If you don't have like some sort of a plan, it can really, really mess up your mindset. It messes up your creative side. It messes up, especially with social media. You don't want to be worried about making money. You want to be making sure that you're being yourself and being authentic. Because what can happen is if you want to get into social media, if that's something that you've always wanted to do, you'll end up doing like content for brands that you don't even believe in because you need the money, you know? Like there's certain brands that I won't work with because it doesn't fit within my integrity. There's so many things that I've had to turn down, and being comfortable enough to turn down opportunities because you know God is gonna do it for you is very tough, especially when they're giving you big numbers. Like for me, $750 in January for a TikTok was like a dream come true. I would have never thought that I can make that sort of income off of a TikTok, right? So it makes you want to take any opportunity that has the big dollar sign in front of it. But the people that follow you are never gonna believe what you say if you're just taking any opportunity. Like if, I don't know, like an example of something that I don't believe in, like I'm not gonna do a brand deal with a weight loss supplement. I don't care. I'm not gonna do like a skinny tea. I'm not gonna do any of those things because I don't wanna promote that. I'm gonna drink something or eat something and then the results are gonna come. I don't wanna promote diet culture. I don't wanna promote that mindset because it's not what I believe in. So even if they paid me $10,000, I'm not gonna go and take 10 grand to promote something that I don't believe in. So that's also a learning curve I had to do, and also being able and willing to say no to opportunities that are below what your worth is. Sometimes a brand will come to you and they'll be like, oh, can you do this for $100? Or can you do this for free? I knew a nail broke. I knew it wasn't crazy. I thought I felt something fly off, but it didn't hurt. It just broke off. Like, it literally just broke. I didn't even feel it. It's the craziest thing. You guys see that? I was minding my own business and it just boop, popped off. The weirdest thing. It's because my nails are not used to acrylics. It's just not. Like, I don't know why I tried it. Anyway, you have to believe in yourself and be comfortable enough in yourself to go for the things that you know are meant for you, and not feel obligated to take every single opportunity, even the ones that don't fit within your niche or what you like to do. It's okay to say no, right? So that's where I was at. It was very difficult. I'm not gonna say it was like an easy thing to do, but it definitely is something that I've had to learn along the way. All right, so now that we talked about my finances and my business life, let's get into my love life for 2022. Who have I been dating? Have I been seeing anybody? Like, what's up, right? So I am still single. I have been single the whole year. Let's just say, you know how they say, like, when it's better to have love than lost than to never have loved at all? I absolutely do not agree. I think that if I could have never known what it's like to be in love ever in my life, I would have been 10 times happier with my life. Sorry guys, there we go. Good morning. Being in love for the first time in my life with someone that I've never been in a relationship with had to have been like the hardest thing for me. I've never fell in love. I never knew what that was about. I guess, like, I've been in only 2 relationships with 2 boys. My first boyfriend was in college, and then my second boyfriend was like 6 months. So I just could care less about men. And even when I was in high school, like, I would have crushes and stuff, but I was not big on the, oh, let me be in love, like, train. I never hopped on that train. But I met someone, I'm gonna say 2020, but we were I wouldn't say on and off, but we've had like some really weird situations this year, because it's like we could never get it right. Like, we could never get it right for each other. And although, like, I am madly in love with someone, it doesn't mean that a relationship is meant to be there. And I think that I just can't do that again. I'd rather have never met him. I know that sounds really, really bad. I'd rather have not met him, because, like, it was hard. Like, I was heartbroken as far as my love life goes for the whole, like, on and off. Like, I'm gonna say like 8 months out of the year, I was sad about a man. And I'm not even that person to be in love. So it was just like, what is going on? Like, but it was just like, I don't know, too many hands in the pot. It just didn't work out. Like, I have my faults in it because I'm immature. I'm the type of person to block, and that's it. Like, I'm gonna block you and then I'm moving on with my life, right? So that's not good. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't block people because I'm angry. So yeah, like, I need to stop blocking people. I need to stop being that type of person where if you're not doing exactly what I want to do, that I'm gonna block you. So half of it's my fault, majority of it, no, I'm not even gonna say majority of it. We both played equal parts to why the relationship didn't work. I'm not the type to move on so quick. So, like, even if I was blocked, even if something did happen, I'm not like the one to like find someone really super fast. And he was, and it just is what it is. Like, it is what it is. But I was in love with him, and yeah, I never want to be in love again. I'm good, because it wasn't like that romantic love, like when you fall in love and like you do romantic things together and you know, you have like a couple weeks of bliss. Like I didn't have that. It was just like a really strong connection with someone that we just saw each other eye to eye, and I loved him. And he didn't have to do anything. I just loved who he was. I loved what he stood for. I loved how he would talk to me. I am where I am today. Some of the blame does go to him for why I am. Like, he made me feel beautiful. He made me feel like I could conquer the world. He made me feel like he taught me that God loved me. So it was hard. It was hard to, like, you know, they say that people come into your life as a lesson or a blessing, or, you know, they're only here for, you know, a chapter of your life, whatever. But like, I thought that this was gonna be the man that I spent the rest of my life with, and it just didn't happen that way. So I never want to be in love again. That's a dub. Moving on. But yeah, I don't regret being in love. I just regret, like, I regret my parts of why the relationship couldn't have worked. Or the fact that I fell in love with someone that I was never even in a relationship with. Never again, ever. And I also would do too much. Like, I'm all in or nothing, you know? So I don't blame him at all. If you were here, I don't blame him at all. I don't blame, it's not all my fault, it's not all his fault. It's just is what it is. It is what it is, and I still love him, you know? But when someone moves on, they move on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type of person to like, I'm not the type of person to like step on other people's relationships for myself. Like, I'm not like selfish in that sense. So if you're in a relationship, I'm backing off. Like 100%. I'm not the type to fight over a man that doesn't belong to me. I'm not gonna fight for a man in general. So yeah, unless it's like something that I can change, but someone seeing someone else, I can't fight that, and I'm not going to. So yeah, there's that. So let's talk about the other part of my love journey, other than me falling in love for the first time and being heartbroken for more than half of the year, because that's how I felt. I felt like it stopped me from doing so much, I felt like. I don't know, I was down bad. Let me wipe this off. I can't believe my nails just fell off like that. I'm gonna say something to my nail tech. I'm gonna take this off. Ooh, so yes, I do put a toner on before I put on a face mask. I don't know if that's the correct order, but that's what I do. All right, so the other part of my love journey is me. I fell in love with myself so heavy this year. This was the year that I felt the most beautiful I've ever felt in my life. It took some time. You know, I'm 30 years old. And this is the year that I was like, damn girl, like, you're beautiful. This was the freaking year for me. I saw myself in a like completely different life, or I'm sorry, I saw myself in a completely different light is what I meant to say. And I just like, I remember being in Miami and I was like telling my cousin, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like the older I get, the more beautiful I get. Like I'm aging better than, because I just didn't have any, I think I looked the same, but I just didn't like myself. But then when you start to like yourself, like I could look myself dead in the mirror without any clothes and be happy. I don't know, I never had like self-confidence issues at all. I mean, I think I had like some insecurities, obviously, like I can't do this because I'm big and I can't do that. Of course, like everybody has those things that they think they have to limit themselves for being a plus size person. But this is the first time where, y'all, I'm like feeling myself too much, like, you know, and it freaks me out because I'm like, how am I single? It's like two sides of it. I'm like, I can't believe that I'm not seeing anybody, because I am in my heart and soul so pretty, and I feel so beautiful every day. So it confuses me, but then I'm like, you know what, like, I'm gonna humble myself. Like, clearly there's a reason why I'm single, so I'm waiting for like that romance. But I've been dating myself. I do a lot of like self-dating. I take myself out on dates a lot. I go to the movies by myself. And I just really focus my energy on me. Like, that's all I really can do, because chasing a man didn't work. I tried chasing, that really sucked. So I started chasing myself. I'm like, girl, you need to focus your energy on you, baby, because you do too much for a guy and then they think that you're like extra. You know, they think like, oh, what's wrong with her? And I'm like, I'm just loving you. You think I'm being too much, but like, I just love you. So I focus that energy on me. And to be quite honest, I really thought that I was gonna fall in love with like myself. Like, I mean, I thought I was gonna fall in love with a man. Like, I really thought that in my life, in my perfect life, I was gonna fall in love with a rich man, right? And he was gonna love me, and he was gonna take care of me. Like, that was the dream. That's what I thought. And then I realized I could do that for myself. That's okay. I could do that for myself. I can create the dream life for myself. It might have not been how I thought, but me of all people can create that lifestyle for myself. So I had to like rethink how I thought of myself and just start having faith in me. So now I'm not relying on a man to like help me live that lifestyle, because I thought it would be easier to grow with someone. I'm realizing that I could do it for myself, and then I can meet people who are, you know, just on the same level as me, because a lot of times you meet people and they're not where you are. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I want to create that life for me. I love these Tula masks. They're so pretty. Oh, I love them. They have stars on them. Look how cute this is. They have like little stars. Oh, I'm gonna lift it up a little bit over here and over here. I better hurry it along, because I'm 90% sure that the people I'm house sitting for are probably like, I hope that she's on her way. But that's not my like main focus anymore. Like, a lot of this year, my main focus was like being in love and finding that perfect relationship. And once I found the person that I thought was my person, I wanted to focus on my energy on that. And I'm like, I'll never do that again. That was so stupid. Don't do that, guys. Do not go trying to be perfect for someone, because then you lose yourself. And I lost myself. I lost my relationship with God. Or it's not that I lost my relationship with God, but it's like I was focusing so much on trying to find love that I wasn't praying, I wasn't reading the Bible, I wasn't fasting, I wasn't doing the things that it requires to have that amazing love with God. So yeah, lesson learned, but I fell in love deeply with myself. Feels good to be in love with me 100% solely. It's just great. But does that mean that I don't have love for that person that I said that I fell in love with? Of course, that's not what that means. Of course I love him still. It's just I had to learn how to put myself first and how to prioritize my love for myself. So there's that. So that's my love life in a nutshell. That's as far as like my relationship, like boy girl love, or love, not boy girl, because love can be for whoever, but as far as like being in a relationship, love, that's how it went. And then my self-love. Now let's talk about family. This is a soft subject for me. A lot of things happened with family this year. I will go as far as to say that I felt betrayed by family this year, but I also felt really super loved by family. And I'm a runner, I'm a track star, so when things are weird, I don't know how to handle that, especially when it comes to family. So, you know, I was living my best life. I was doing whatever I needed to do for me. And because of situations that had happened with family, I lost my apartment, I lost my regular life, I lost faith in mankind. I just felt like if I can't trust family, I can't trust anybody. So much had happened. So as far as my living situation, because you guys know a couple months ago, I moved out of my own apartment. I lived there for 4 years, and I felt so unhappy in the situation and unsafe in the situation that I did move out by choice. It wasn't a money thing. It wasn't like anything crazy. So I've been couch surfing. Imagine that. Imagine having a 5-figure month in couch surfing. So stupid. My life is an oxymoron. But I just don't want to sign a lease anywhere. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable settling down where I don't feel like I need to be. I'm waiting for God to like move me and make things happen, and I want it to happen naturally. I don't want things to feel forced. I know that God is gonna be like, oh, look what I did. Here's an apartment in Nashville. How did you find that? I don't know. I was walking down the street and I saw a thing and it looked nice, and they were like, hey, you wanna live here? And like, I needed to go like naturally, because if I try to force it, then it will feel like a burden and not a blessing. So as far as my living situation goes, I've been house sitting a lot, which is crazy because that was never the plan. House sitting was always supposed to be for fun, and it is still for fun. But people have needed me so much. It's funny how God works. I lost my place to live, and then God has continuously blessed me with places to stay. Beautiful, rich people homes. Like, who would have thought that I would be living in like 10-bedroom mansions? And like, my next house sit is for 2 weeks. And I'm living in this brand new, newly built house. It's gorgeous. They don't even have an address yet because it's a road they just made. There's no mailman quite yet. Everything goes like, it's a beautiful brand new home, and they needed someone to watch their dog, so I'm gonna be there. But I do have my dad's house that I've been staying at. But me and him, love him. He's getting on my nerves. Love him to death. He's getting on my nerves. My mom wants me to move with her. She gets on my nerves too. Love you, Mom, if you're on here. But it's time for me to like, so basically I booked a long-term apartment for 2 months. That's not long-term, but I did book an apartment in Jersey, and I'll be there for 2 months. It's a 3-bedroom home. So, woo, update on that. I have a place to live for 2 months. I'm so happy for that, for February, March. And it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be like an hour away from Manhattan. And yeah, I'm gonna be within walking distance to a beach. So, I talked about finances, I talked about love life, I talked about myself. Oh, let's talk about my health, my body. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about her. Because for those who know me, y'all know, like, I used to be in the gym heavy. Like, I used to be in the gym sometimes twice a day. I did lose 70 pounds, but the relationship I had with the gym and my diet was so unhealthy that it was worse on my mental health. It doesn't matter how physically healthy you are if your mental health is off. If you're stressed and exhausted and tired mentally, your body is gonna create ailments. You're gonna feel that in your body. So going to the gym twice a day, bodybuilding or whatever, because I wasn't a bodybuilder, but I was lifting weights. I was going to the gym so often. I was not eating anything other than like turkey meat and oranges and and rice, and like it was so when I lost 70 pounds, I did it really quick, but then when the pandemic happened, I gained all that back like this. So now as far as my health goes for 2022, I just been like rebuilding my love for my body, not forcing a diet, but also not forcing not paying attention to it, because I do want to pay attention to my health. So I'm gonna be mindful of what I put in my body. So for a while I felt like I needed to work out for 2022 because my body didn't look like I worked out, and I wanted my body to look like it worked out. But then I went to the doctor this year and found out that I have PCOS, well, maybe. Found out that I have a higher testosterone level than usual. That makes it hard for me to lose weight. Found out that it's gonna be harder for me to lose weight if I have a higher level of testosterone than I'm supposed to. They put me on birth control, they put me on medication. That medication made me sick to my stomach. And I'm like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, if I'm healthy and I just can manage my diet and it doesn't, do I need to look like it? Because I'm healthy. Like, I got my blood work this year. I was almost on a TV show, so I had to go to get a physical done, and I'm literally healthy across the board. So my blood sugar is good, my blood pressure is good. Yeah, I'm heavier. I asked my doctor, I'm like, do I need to lose weight? And she's like, do you want to lose weight? And I'm like, I don't really care. I love myself. And she's like, so why do you feel like you need to lose weight? If my doctor's telling me I don't have to lose weight, because I'm good. The only problem I might have, which my knees don't even hurt. So I don't even know why people just assume because you're fat, your knees hurt. My back hurts because my boobs are big. But like, other than that, what am I going to get skinny for? Like, what am I trying to lose weight for? And that's when I made a realization that health over body size, I take that any day. I'd rather be this and mentally healthy and even physically healthy. I'm healthy. This is what my body wants to be. I'm sure that if I didn't eat anything, and not to blame the food that's in this world, the crap that they put in our food, it's like they're setting you up for failure. Even when it is sugar-free, they have all this crap and chemicals in it. Or even if it's meatless, it has chemicals and fake stuff and nastiness, carbs that are not healthy. So it's like, you can't win unless you just eat fresh fruit and vegetables. And then even our fruits and vegetables aren't real. They're genetically modified. There's food that are not even real, like broccoli. So I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna binge eat. I'm not gonna eat whatever I want and act like there's no consequences, but I'm gonna be mindful and I'm gonna be healthy, but in my way. I'm gonna eat what I believe is healthy for me. If I notice that milk makes my stomach hurt, I'm not gonna eat that. If I feel like chicken makes me tired, I'm not gonna eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know I have a hormone imbalance, I try to eat foods that are better for balancing my hormones. And if I have to look like this for the rest of my life, then so freaking be it. This is what I'm gonna look like. All right, so that's my goal for 2023, is to get into a regular low impact workout routine. I want to get back into cycling. I would love to get back into cycling. I would love to get back into rock climbing next year, because yes, I do rock climb. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll link it somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna get into doing things that I enjoy doing that is considered fitness. Walking, Pilates, things that are like for the core, because my back, that's what I'm focused on. As far as having a six-pack, never gonna happen. Don't plan on it, not a goal of mine. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but my goal isn't to go to the gym to get a fat ass. That's not me. That's not how I am. So there's that. Let me take this mask off. I think I've had it on for quite some time. All right, we're almost done with my skincare routine. Woo woo. Yeah. So let's see what else. Yeah, I've learned so much about like being body confident, being in the new career, or not career, but the new freelance position. I'm around different types of people. I'm learning from different types of people, learning from psychologists, been paying attention to these conferences and talks that I've been watching, talking about sexual health, healthy sexual health, and diet and physical health and mindset. And I'm just not gonna fall into the trap that I'm not good enough because my body doesn't look like what they want me to look like on Instagram. Sorry, you're not gonna trick me. Because I can probably outlift half the people in this world, but you can't tell by looking at me. I can outwork out. Like, I have friends that don't like working out with me. They're smaller than me. They don't like to work out with me. I'm a miserable person to work out with. You can't keep up. You can't keep up. It's exhausting, you know, and I'm heavier, so there's some things that are gonna be harder for me because I'm heavier, but that doesn't mean I'm not healthy, and I'm done with that mindset. So that is where I'm at with that. Yeah, I'm very self-aware. I'm very much knowing that you can't trick me into believing that I'm not beautiful. You can't trick me into believing, you can't gaslight me into believing Leslie's unhealthy. Because I be going to the gym more than a lot of people. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. When I found out I had PCOS and that working out high impact wasn't good for me, I had to really rethink how I was working out. And I just was like, you know what? Keeping up to what society wants for me is not worth it. And if that means I'm never gonna meet the love of my life because I'm fat, then hey, whatever. 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 I want someone who really loves me. I want someone who really loves me, who really cares about me, who really sees me for who I am. So yeah, so for 2023, my goal is to just be better, get better, learn more, be more knowledgeable. I think a lot of my content is gonna be a lot more on focusing on being confident in the skin that you're in, being true to yourself and being honest with yourself as well, because you can be like, well, oh, she's thick, so, and she's healthy, that means that I'm thick. Like, no, I literally been working out since I was 21 years old, and consistently. Like, literally consistently been a workout in the gym type person. I lift heavy. I've been doing it for a long time. So if you know that you haven't done anything for your health, you haven't been eating healthy, don't pretend that you're healthy. But that's not to say that you can't be plus size and healthy. It doesn't mean that you can't be thin and healthy. You just have to know and be true to yourself and be able to talk to your doctor, be comfortable to talk to people about things that you're feeling. Oh my God, my camera keeps... I'm almost done with this video, guys. But what I was saying was that you want to make sure that you're keeping it real. If you're struggling, if you feel like insecure, like it could be both ways. You could be really, really thin and feeling like that you're not thin enough, or you could be big and not feeling like, just your body, genetics are genetics, and your body is your body. We can't sit here and pretend that everybody's meant to look exactly the same, because if that was the case, everybody would. And just be true to yourself. You know what you're doing at the end of the day. If you know that you're not making the correct steps to be happy mentally, and you are maybe binge eating because of your unhappiness, or if you are not eating enough because of your happiness, you need to go talk to someone. You need to go talk to someone. You need to be open and honest with your therapist, your family, your friends, and work through that, because there's no perfect picture of health. And that's what I'm going to show on my social media this year. 2023 is all about being yourself and letting your body do what it does. I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna monitor my working out, I'm gonna talk about what I've been eating, but I'm not about to have no body goals, health goals only. Oh, goals like, guys, guess what? I did 50 push-ups in a row without stopping. Oh, guys, I could do 10 pull-ups, like goals. Like, oh, I'm rock climbing and I did level 5.6, which if you don't rock climb, a lot of people doesn't know what that means. But that is it for this video. I love you guys so much. If you made it this far, I know that I'm like really boring sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. The people who really want to watch this hour-long video will. And I love you. If you have, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a big thumbs up, And thank you guys for being my ride or dies, being amongst all the platforms. But thank you guys so much for your love and support, all the commenting, all the uplifting. It's been, they say, you know, if you can make $1, you can make $1 million. I feel like same thing, if I can have one friend on social media, I can have $1 million. So I cannot wait to create this family, this love, supportive group, and just to see all you guys glow up with me, because that's what I'm doing. I'm glowing up mentally, physically, and spiritually. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.